Hi guys, today we're going to be looking at an aerox, changing the head. I don't need to change the piston, but it did come with it, and all the gaskets. And this one, if you remember right, I spoke before, I snapped these bolts that go in here. So what I thought I'd do is drill them out, and I drilled them out, and because it's perished, they snapped as well. So I've had to change the head because of that. Annoying. I don't need the piston. Top tip though, see the arrow? Make sure the arrow goes down to the exhaust ports out. Otherwise you're scoring at the wrong place. And another tip, 2-stroke oil, because it's 2 strokes. Get some on your finger and line it all there and line it all around there, and it will fit together better. And when you first crank her over, it won't score, which you don't want, because then you're losing compression straight away. But gaskets are important. And here we go. Next tip, take this one that goes to the top of the water pump, because that one actually goes to the bottom of the head. And then drain all the water out, as much as you can get out. When you've got everything you think out, shake the engine about a bit more, and then drop it again, and you'll find a bit more, and leave it off. Head bolts, next top tip. WD-40 or a real good one. Spray the bolt, all the nuts on here. See them? There's 4. Spray them WD-40. Leave it for 5 minutes. Spray them again. Leave it overnight even. Spray them again. Soak them in WD-40. Then get your 10mm on there, which I've got down the bottom ready. And then just gently half crack all of them at the same time. So 1, 2, 3, 4 at the same time, consecutively. And then continue doing that a little half turn, okay, until they're loose. Happy days then. Leave a spark plug in there to the last minute. Once it's loose, check you've not got no water there again, because you don't want water going into the head. And once that's done, take the spark plug out, take the 4 nuts off, and then gently lever the head off. Okay, this little head will come off first, and then the main cylinder head will come off next. Now this one I don't think I need a piston for. It's a good piston in there. It ran really well before I mucked it up, because I broke these 2 bolts getting on this bloody exhaust. So before that, check it out. Okay, so you've drained the water out, you've loosened the head bolts, and you've got your replacement. Should be pretty easy after that. Remember though, when you've got these, the little lines there, okay, squeeze them there. Some people do it before, I've done it before, is when you've got this on your bench, and I'm doing it with one hand guys, so I understand, but normally squeeze in there, and make sure the arrow is facing down, remember that part, and then squeeze them in, and then gently do that to where you've got the gudgeon pin there. And when you take this off, you can get the pins. I know you want to get as much access in there as you can. Okay, move that out of the way, get as much access as you can. But anyway, that's pretty much nice and easy to replace the head. Getting it back on again, use all of these, alright? You must use all these. You don't need any other crap on there, because they're good enough. And when you're tightening your head, again, air cool's not so bad, but water cooled, you have to make sure you do it right. Torque it, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 in a criss-cross pattern to tighten the head back down again. And if you haven't got a torque, just where you think it's tight enough. Any tighter, you're going to snap them. I usually like using the word, I know it's a world of pain, but it is. If you snap the head bolts, you snap one, you won't last with 3 because it's new, and you're just going to piss yourself off. So you really have to be careful with them, getting them in. Now, because these aren't bolts, these are actually long bolts with nuts on top. If you did snap one, you could probably unwind it and get another one from eBay. But if they're the actual long bolts, then you're knackered. You've got to drill the head, and it just gets really shitty. So try not to. Biggest tip. So oil that when pulling it in. Make sure the arrow's going down. And make sure you do not snap them. You'd just be so peed off. And then all back together again, and then get ready to go. And I've already cleaned the carburetor. I know this ran already, this bike. I just was really pissed off when I snapped the 2 bolts in there. That bloody annoyed me, that did. Or to get the bloody exhaust. I don't know why I do work with chickens around. And yeah, job done really. So we'll do a part 2. These are all the lovely panels to go on here. Big chunks out of there because it's got the chrome side stand. And all the panels up there. This should look really nice. It's all back together again and run very well. And because I'm using the old piston, as long as it hasn't got any scoring on it, I should be able to floor it down the road straight away. Even though it's a new barrel, that should be fine. It should seat in nicely, to be honest with you. If it doesn't, I'll change the whole thing. Anyway, have a look at my other videos, guys. Another little top tips. So I don't like working on Yamaha aeroxes. I've got a Peugeot Ludix Blaster after this one to mess around with. It ran for a year. I'll have a little play with that. I'll do a video on that one as well. Right guys, take care. Bye bye.